Hey everyone, Sleepfire here, and today I'm going to be making another video, another relaxing gameplay. But this time I'm going to be playing some Palworld. So I hope that you guys are tucked in bed. I hope that you guys are ready to sink in a blissful sleep. I hope that you guys are ready to shut out all the loud noise in your abode or your rest place. And also, let's talk about Palworld. This game, I played it in launch. I didn't really get into it that much. My sister was actually the one that got me into the game, and then after that I was playing a little bit, but I was just messing around mostly, so yeah, I never got into it. And then I decided to give it another try because I saw it in my Steam library. So I was like, Palworld could be kind of relaxing. I think the game's pretty relaxing as long as you adjust the volume. I did lower the creatures' voices and also the characters' voices, and then I raised the ambient sounds, so you should be hearing the ambient sounds more than anything. But it's similar to like Genshin Impact. It reminds me a lot of Enshrouded, because in Shrouded you do very similar things, except you can't catch creatures like Pokemon. And right now I barely started playing, so I basically haven't really done anything. I think this is what you need. It's like a Pal box, and I think this is gonna be like my waypoint. I do know like a few things about the game. I skipped just a couple, like 20 minutes ahead, because the intro or the beginning of the game is a little bit boring, and I didn't want to bore you guys, so I just fast forwarded to the part where it was getting a lot more interesting, and I started, figuring out the way the game goes, and I thought it'd be a lot more interesting for you guys. That way I kind of know what I'm doing, and I'm not completely lost. So Pal Spear seems to be like the Pokeballs, and I barely just made like an axe and a pickaxe. And now it's dark. I wanted to make a bed, but I couldn't make a bed because I don't have the necessary ingredients for that. But I am trying to see what else I can make here. Handheld torch. It really does get dark in this game though, guys. Maybe I need to put my brightness up, but it does get pretty dark. And then there's like some kind of this looks exactly like Ark, the technology tree. It kind of reminds me of Ark. This game does have like a lot of like, I guess, similarities to a lot of games that I like Ark, Genshin Impact I played before, and obviously Enshrouded. I played Enshrouded a lot. I really love that game. I might play that game on this channel because it's a really, really relaxing game. Honestly, the ambient sounds the ambient sounds in Enshrouded are just superb and just extremely relaxing, guys. Plus, just everything about the game, it takes the tranquility to a whole nother level. So I'm definitely looking forward to play that game. It's going to be a very, very relaxing time. So I got my little torch here, and at this point I started really getting into this game. I started kind of getting, the basics, and I started liking it. It started getting kind of enjoyable, and it seemed pretty simple and easy how to get started and how to do things. Because I don't really like games where you just get in there It just feels like you get completely overwhelmed. One of the reasons I stopped playing Genshin Impact, by the way, although I might play it again, if you guys want to see that, I totally will play it. But, you know, the reason I stopped playing it constantly is because there's just too much grinding, too much updates, too much stuff to keep up with. And then I finally just gave up because I was like, if I don't do all the updates, I'm gonna just lose on so much items and cool stuff that you can get, and then I'm just gonna get completely jealous. But yeah, that's one of the reasons why I didn't want to play Genshin Impact anymore. But yeah, I mean, I definitely am down to play Ark though. I'm so down. That game is just so fun. Really, really fun game. I mean, Ark is kind of really similar to Palworld, like very, very similar. Like, I think the only difference really is that I guess the graphics, and then also the creatures are, obviously based on more like dinosaurs. But I don't know, Ark is just such a really legendary game in my opinion. I really love that game, so I did play mobile version Ark. The graphics were absolutely terrible. It's just I feel like once you do something that is just superior, it's really hard to downgrade. But as you can see, I'm just building stuff here. I'm building more arrows. It's taking a little while, but I need these arrows because I'm going to explore a dungeon, which I accidentally found. Funny enough, I actually needed to find that dungeon to make the Pokeballs or the spears to catch creatures. And also, it's kind of funny, but No Man's Sky literally got an update where now they have creatures, which is kind of funny. Like, everything's getting creatures now. And I'm pretty sure Enshrouded will probably get a lot more creatures later on too, because there's actually, I don't know if you guys know what Enshrouded is. I guess there's a lot of like, it's an open world survival game where you explore and you try to survive, and you have like skill trees. You can be a wizard, you can be a knight, you can use axes, swords, all types of weapons like that. Obviously, like modern weapons, but that game is really fun. And there's actually a skill tree for being like a beast tamer, so it's really, really cool. But anyways, enough of that. Let's just get back into Palworld, which I don't really know a whole lot, but again, I hope that you guys are doing good. It's been a minute. I've been usually working on my building in real life. Like cabin, but it's for storage. And actually, when I went in there was like two cats like scratching all the wood in there, and it just made it look really, really terrible. So I was pretty frustrated by that. So because unfortunately there's no doors yet. We didn't put the doors yet, but we have to do that pretty soon. And there's just some crazy cats like scratching up everything. I was gonna put some like cat repellent, like ultrasonic, but like that kind of hurts the animals, and I don't really want to do that. Also, my friend told me that there's like some kind of like powder or something that you could put around your house to make them like not want to come near it. I'm not sure if that's dangerous, but yeah, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna do about that, but I'm gonna try to figure it out. Maybe I add like some kind of wooden board to cover the entrance, but anyways, I'm just gonna be going with the torch here. Finally going to explore the dungeon. And yeah, I mean, other than that, I've also been running to I was running to do some errands earlier. Went to Safeway. Knob Hill, had to get some more groceries. I just got like salmon and just a bunch of like chicken, raw chicken, because I really love chicken. It's like really good food. And, now I'm going to be heading to the dungeon. Also, let me know what kind of food you guys like. I'm always kind of curious to like know. I just like having conversations with you guys. So if anybody wants to comment, please do. Looks like I got some kind of achievement. Mission complete. Capturing device. I'm not sure what that is. But as you can see, I do have armor. I didn't have armor for that long. I barely put it on like before I started recording this. But here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the dungeon. I have my bow ready. I have my arrows stacked up. I have about 57 arrows, which was pretty good. That should take me pretty far. Pretty deep in this dark and mysterious and very, very unsettling dungeon. Holy hell, looks like he's throwing some dirt balls at me. This guy looks pretty cool. And I believe like you could like ride some. I think you could ride some creatures, and also I saw that Palworld did a collab with Terraria, which is insane. You know, I haven't bought like any games in like years, and the only games that I happen to have is like, you know, Ark, Palworld, Enshrouded, Call of Duty. I have like quite a few games, and it's just so surprising to me that Terraria and Palworld did an actual collab, which honestly, for me, I'm more excited about Terraria because Palworld brings a bunch of creatures, and one of my favorite things about Terraria, I told you guys this before, is the mounts. I adore mounts in Terraria. They're just so fun. Their abilities are always unique. Like, for example, the Slime King, when you take that guy out, you get a chance to get a slime mount, which makes you jump really high and do a bunch of damage to anything under you. So you're basically like Mario in that sense. And you also take no damage, which is really good. And also there was like a bunch of other really, really cool mounts that got added to Terraria from the Palworld collab. Let's see if I get this one. Oh, nice. Alright guys, I got my first mount, which is called the Fuddler. Level 7. I believe was that the max level I could get. I got pretty lucky there. And then I got this guy right here. I don't even think I really want to deal with another one of these Fuddlers. Alright, I'm just gonna head out because I'm not trying to fight this guy. I'm trying to look for some like very, very good treasure. And I do apologize if I'm getting sidetracked too much. I'm not trying to like, you know, I'm not trying to go off subject too much. But of course you could see I'm like barely learning like how to like summon my mount. I can see, you know, the little switch or the little button on the bottom left there. Really, really cool. And I believe you can command them. I really want to tame like this guy right here. Looked pretty sick. I was like shooting some arrows at him. And then, let's see. Don't want to kill him. Oh my goodness. You see guys, I'm still trying to learn like the rate, you know, how far you can throw the ball, and I should have got this guy like at lower health. Like right now I should have thrown the ball. But unfortunately I don't have any more. So I'm pretty much screwed, and damn, that did a lot of damage. I wonder if you could have like 3 pals helping you fight at the same time, or if it's just one. But honestly, either way, it doesn't really matter. And I'm not 100% sure what happens if my pal gets killed. I hope they don't get like killed off or terminated. But you know what, we're just gonna camp here. I'm gonna see. Let me see, where are the mushrooms again? What is this? No, that's just some ore. And then we got some wood there. Alright, there it is. So we're gonna get some mushrooms. Looks like my pet is pretty good in health too. And it looks pretty cool. It looks like we just heal randomly, or not randomly, we heal automatically. Oh nice, found a chest. 60 gold. I have no idea what the gold does. Oh, I got a mega spear. Capture power 14. I'm guessing that's the level. How do I use that though? Oh, and then I have a mission to produce a pal spear. Wow, these creatures are kind of funny how they're just laying on the floor like this. Well, at least this game is not too aggressive, because obviously Ark is like way more bloody, and this game's like a lot more peaceful. You know, there's not really any blood, there's not really anything like that. It's pretty like friendly, like Pokemon. But yeah, I mean this game's really good though. And then is this some kind of like boss room? I wonder what this is. I did notice like there's like some weird glowy thing over there, and I think I know what that is. I think you have to defeat all the creatures and then that door opens. I'm not sure what's behind those doors. Okay, these guys are spamming like electricity at me, so I have to back off a little bit. Gotta let myself heal. Now, let me get my little pal to help me here. Let's see if we can take these guys out. Yeah, this arrow is really, really good. I haven't seen like a sword or anything, so I don't know when that is gonna come out in my tree, or level up tree, or whatever. I mean, it's called technology, so basically it is like learning new weapons that you could craft. Let's see, almost taking this guy out. My pal right there does a lot of damage. I keep forgetting that the loot is automatically like sucked in, kind of like Terraria, you know? When you get next to the loot, it kind of just get it. We got more mushrooms. Didn't look like the tree had anything though. Not sure why. And there's like another fuddler. That word sounds a little strange, so I'm gonna try not to pronounce that word wrong. And then we got some gold coins. I wonder if there's like a merchant, you know, like Terraria. I've been really itching to get back to Terraria, but I'm trying to see what I should do. Because right now I'm basically haven't really played since the last time. Since the last time that I recorded. And I believe the next ore that I have to get in that game is molten ore, which is pretty difficult because you have to go like in lava. Oh, I think I'm in a boss room, guys. I think I'm in a boss room. Look at that. So I gotta make sure I am all good to go. Oh yeah, look at that. My pal is obviously full HP. Okay, so this is a level 12 Mayu? I really don't know how to pronounce that, guys. These names are insane. I feel like the names are harder to pronounce than Pokemon's, or maybe I'm just used to that more, so I'm not 100% sure. But you know what, we're just gonna go with it, and we're gonna attempt to defeat it. Gonna see how hard it is. Alright, let's get close. Let's see what we could do. I'll summon my pet, or my Pel, and I'll probably put him back in the Pokeball or the spear if things get a little bit dangerous, or a little bit too dangerous. I'm actually doing really decent damage. Oh snap though. I only have 4 arrows. Yeah, I was not prepared for this fight, guys. Yeah, this is gonna be bad. If I run out of arrows, that means I'm gonna have to smack him with my axe, which is not what I wanted to do. Okay guys, I just fast forwarded it. It took like 10 minutes to freaking get this guy down to like this much HP. So it was a pain in the batoot to get this guy like down. So next time I'm gonna make sure I have a lot more arrows, because holy hell, this took way too long. This was terrible, guys. This took a long time, but still it was really fun. It was still a fun fight. I think he's like stuck right now. This was honestly really easy, like, and then my guy just knocked him out right there. I was trying to catch him with like the spear that I have, but it wasn't working. And it looks like we have the room unlocked. Got like 2 nice chests. Ancient technical manual. I hope that you guys feel tired. I hope that you guys are drifting off to a peaceful and calm state. And thanks for watching, and good night.